It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And up next, it's Bo Nix. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Browns on Monday night.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And off we go from Denver. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game. And Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win.
So, Brock, just trying to get some old school football, get a running team.
What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
To throw, here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's Estime. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Broncos at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Estime once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, he finds Velo.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try it with Estime. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown,
you got it all cleaned off now. Good to go.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we have with the coaching staff.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
Good deal. Yeah, you live and learn, man. Glad it turned out okay, though.
Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jameis to throw it.
That pressure is getting to him.
When you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short. as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
On fourth down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll begin on the ground with Estime. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll go again with Estime.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go, set.
Straight ahead, Estime.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. They'll hand it to Estime.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, it's Estime. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's returnable now for Smith.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. The give is to McLaughlin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Estime. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Nix to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Man, offense is really flowing here. I like it.
The one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And he's got it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So we are
Yeah, it looks like I got too cute on that last possession. I think we get the ball, so. Well, no, we don't. We got the ball in the beginning. Pretty good game so far offensively, or for us anyway.
Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes, terrific as usual, as his guys run their mark to a sterling 11-1. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 31-13 was the final. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jordan Love, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. It was a solid first half for the Notre Dame man, Audric Estime. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And you have to think,
yeah, you know, get rolling, and have a couple of stupid plays. It happens.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
Man, do you see those total yardages?
That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On the ground, it's Estime. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 44. The This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run. Estime. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Go.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, sack.
Nix from the shotgun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, it's 19 total yards to over 200. Browns only have 19 yards.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Nix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he is over the line for another.
Let's go, Nix.
Touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Bo Nix scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw, Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Winston. That is caught, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing, Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got the connection to Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Winston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now Winston. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw is Winston. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points. Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the
Well, they finally got on the board, guys.
So they will
Thought we were going to get a shutout.
Here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched.
All right, time for some old school football.
36 now, 1st and 10. Here comes Estime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's McLaughlin. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Winston now. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Winston. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. He's got Njoku over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Winston. Catch made here by Campbell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On play action, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete, and there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Jameis again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made.
Hey, big defensive touchdown. That'll close it up, I think, unless some kind of miraculous touchdown happens.
With a pick 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
And Winston lost the football.
Oh, my gosh. Great defense.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple.
I tell you, this franchise, it might be pretty fun. This defense is underrated.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Denver's offense now set to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Denver, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup. This is the development trait. This player has a zone ability.